The next piece I'll be talking about is Western Recording. The city and country of work is Los Angeles, California, and the specific location is the Museum of Modern Art in Vienna, Austria. The artist responsible for the work is Matthias Poledna, and he's an Austrian artist. The medium of work is 16mm film. The period of work is contemporary. Historical relevance is that it shows a recording session at the legendary Studio 3 at United Western Recorders, which is a studio in Los Angeles that has largely remained unchanged since the early 1960s because of its special sound qualities. How long it took to create is unknown, but the actual video itself is presumably one take, but also they had like behind the scenes like sound work that they talked a lot about, which probably took longer, but it stated in 2003 and probably didn't take longer than a year, so 2003. This works not with importance. It's not like super important, not gonna lie, but it was interesting and it did help showcase the exhibit's timeline of modern music, which was kind of like the whole floor was about. So it did kind of help conceptualize that in the moment. The defining characteristics is that obviously it feels old. Like we were shocked. Addie and I were in there and we were shocked that it was filmed in 2003. Like we thought it was like an old recording from like the 60s. Because the film shows singer Jason Faulkner dressed in the typical clothing of the studio's heyday, with the historical technical equipment re-recording an old song. Photographs of the instrumentalist taken in a modern studio can be seen hanging outside the projection booth, which they had two beside it, so I'll include those at the end. The historical contribution of the artist, he's known for his filmography. The themes are typically being approached in investigative and research-oriented fashion, such as this. But my personal observation is that the breaks between the singing are like dead quiet. You almost feel like you're like interrupting something when he takes a pause, because it's not like there's any chat or anything like that. He's just dead quiet when he's not singing. I chose this work because honestly, the singing was good. Like I was liking the music, I was liking the song. And the floor of the museum was actually interesting to me. Don't take this personally if you disagree, but the other floors were kind of not as fun for me as a consumer, but I did like that one floor. How does it compare to other works of the period? Is a flashback to the past intentionally, so it's not as on theme as some other stuff, and we're nearly as provocative or ambiguous as a lot of modern art is, as we saw in there. I would say it's decently different. Like the actual, stylistically, it's pretty different. I'm changing the fun fact because I didn't like it. Some popular songs that were recorded in Western Studio 3 include a lot of chart-topping hits like The Mamas and the Papas, California Dreamin', Monday Monday by the Grassroots, Let's Live for Today and Midnight Conversations, and also the Beastie Boys album Pet Sounds.